Right, real quick, here's the table from last week. I lost again. I'm going to win this week, I promise. Heads up, the first 5 games are from last night's and we predicted them about 2 hours before. The edit wasn't ready, so we fly through them, but you can laugh at how wrong we got them. Like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, welcome back guys. I'm here with Mr. AwayDays. We've got him. How you doing, Ellis? You alright?
I'm doing well, thanks. Yeah, I'm doing really good. We'll be better, obviously, if Leeds can win a game.
Well, you got unlucky against Arsenal. And you're playing Fulham. That will get spicy later in this video. Should we start off quick with Bournemouth, Southampton?
I don't know, because they're both going to be down there with Leeds. And Bournemouth, for some reason, are good at the moment. And I don't think Southampton are particularly good. I'm going to go for a draw. I'm going to go 1-1.
But I was going to go 1-1 as well. Brentford are hosting Chelsea tonight, a West London derby. That's an interesting one. If I was going to go with anything here, I'd go with Chelsea. I feel like they're on the rise under Potter, but I think it could be quite a tight game. So I'm going to go towards 2-1 Chelsea.
Yeah, I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm going to go 3-1 Chelsea. I think.
We move over to Anfield. Liverpool host West Ham.
I would say 1-1, but I've already said a 1-1, so I'm going to go 0-0.
Game again, I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool. I think you might just have enough to get it. Newcastle against Everton. This is an interesting one. Newcastle are flying at the moment, aren't they, mate? Jeez.
Yeah, they are flying, and I think everyone knew they'd do well when the money came in, but they're doing better than I think anyone logically predicted this soon. Like, Howe is doing such a good job. I think Newcastle are the stronger of the two sides, so 2-0 Newcastle.
2-0. Yeah, I think Newcastle will get the result as well. I spoke recently on a podcast about Everton. Frank Lampard doing a great job. Hard to beat. So I don't see Newcastle doing what they did to Brentford and say 5-1. I think I'm going to side with I'm going to say 2-0. I think it's a smart result. I mean, nearly. Manchester United against Spurs is a massive game. I'm looking forward to this one.
It's hard because Tottenham are so, they're resilient and they win a lot, but they are really boring. I go 1-1. I think they'll both score.
I don't know why, but I'm leaning towards a 2-2 draw. Now we move on to some fixtures that people can't say we've already lost or got wrong. We got Fulham v Villa. Okay, this is an exciting one tomorrow night. I think if Fulham win this game, I'm going to it. I think Gerrard's gone.
Yeah, but I also think it's the best time to be playing Fulham. Like you've had the new season, new league bounce. I don't think you'll go down, but I think you go back to you have a little bit of a rough patch. It happens to every newly promoted team.
I agree. It's a big game for us because we've got Aston Villa and then we've got Leeds, which we'll get onto. I'm going to back us to beat Villa. I am. I think it's going to be tight. I'm going to back us to win 2-1, and then I think we'll get onto Ellen Road. I don't want to talk about that yet. What do you think score-wise, Fulham Villa?
Oh, 1-0 Villa.
Oh, get off the channel. Thanks, guys, for watching. Ellis is not linked in the description. We're not even...
I don't know. It screams of like a Watkins saves Gerrard's job later on.
Leicester City versus Leeds United. Another 8. I'm going to let you lead.
I think it's... But if we could score... I know it's like, that's not how football works, but we've played really well like the last couple of games. Like, we've actually done well. Like, I don't know why we haven't... Like, Bamford, I really wanted to score tomorrow. The reason I think I'm going in confident, I know we're going to be down there this season. I think it's inevitable. But I'm going confident into this is I listen to a podcast with ex-footballers, and they always talk about how when Brendan loses it, he loses it. Like, he starts doing team talks in French and Spanish to prove he can talk it, and the players are sat there like, and also it just feels like it's soured. Like. And if you get, like, not to say these players wouldn't, because they're athletes, they're pro players, but if Leicester go down, Maddison, Tielemans, Daka, they get moves anyway. So there's no incentive for them to really grind and stay up. You know what I mean? Leicester will try to play, and that benefits Leeds. I saw it last season when it was Marsh's first game away at Leicester. We played really well, we just didn't score, which is a lot. If only if our owner saw that and bought a striker. But I reckon we win 2-1 because we'll concede. We won't not.
Pretty much agree with you on everything. I watched the Leeds Arsenal game. You guys battered them. I think you would tear Leicester apart, especially at home if they have to play. Leicester did get a result against Forest, 4-0. They really turned it on. I'm going to say 3-1 Leeds. I think it'll be.
So what a channel. Never in doubt.
What a channel, mate. Like and subscribe. What do you think? Saturday we've got Nottingham Forest early kickoff against Liverpool.
It's a tasty one. It's a rivalry as well. It's big.
Yes, it's a big game. 2 massive clubs, and it's one that Forest fans will probably be up for. I've watched a lot of Forest. I went to Forest, mate. I went to the Fulham Forest game.
Oh, yeah.
They just collapse. And a team like Liverpool, although they are not the Liverpool that we've seen, if they even turn it on a tiny bit, I could see Forest conceding 5 or 6. I mean, we've seen what Liverpool somehow did to Bournemouth 9-0. I don't know if that's the same team. I don't know how that's happened. But I could see Forest leaking some serious football goals in this one, mate.
Yeah, the thing that worries me most is when you watch them. Like I watched them yesterday or the day before against Brighton, and there's nothing there. They just concede so many chances. But yeah, I'd go 4-0 Forest. No, Liverpool. 4-0 Forest. Liverpool. 4-0 Liverpool.
That was wrong. No, you've locked in your first answer. 4-0 Forest. You heard it here first.
4-0 Liverpool.
I would say Liverpool 4, Nottingham Forest 1, just because they're a bit leak. That Liverpool aren't the most solid at the back. Everton Palace. It's got draw written all over it.
Reeks of a draw. Reeks of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 1-1.
Yeah, I'm with you on that 1-1. I think it screams a draw.
Okay, moving to the Etihad, Manchester City host Brighton. Manchester City obviously are quite good at football. I don't know if you've seen any of their games this season, Ellis.
I have. They are, but the thing is, right? It's to the point of almost being robotic, and I don't find much joy out of watching it. But they are really good at football.
They are quite good at football. There's no insights like that on other channels. It's the only channel you get that.
And they will beat Brighton heavily, and it will be De Zerbi. Is he deserving of the job? Carl.
Because that's his name, and it sounds. Yeah, I get it.
3-0 Man City.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 4-0 Man City. Chelsea against Manchester United. There are some spicy games this week, guys. This is an interesting one. I don't know how you see this one going. It's a tough one to call, I think.
It is a tough one to call. I'm gonna go for a Desmond, a 2-2. I just think it's one of them where Chelsea have got good results under Potter. I still think, like against Villa even the other day, I think they were quite lucky.
Yeah.
Don't know whether Man U are... I still don't know what to think of them. Look more solid. They look a better side under Ten Hag. I just don't know where they're at yet. And I think this is going to be a Desmond 2-2.
Yeah, no, I like that. I think just to be a little bit different, I'm going to go 2-1 Chelsea. Just because they got the home advantage. It's a 5:30 kickoff on a Saturday night. So you'd expect the players and fans to be up for it. But I think it'll be a tight game. I do think Chelsea are slightly ahead of Manchester United as well, so that's in terms of their progression, and I think they will finish above them. So I'm going to say 2-1. Aston Villa Brentford on the Sunday. This is kind of depends on how they're playing 2 days before. It's similar to Leeds and Fulham. It kind of depends. Obviously, say this one is a 1-1 Villa Brentford. I don't know what you think, but
I'm going to go for a. I feel like it depends so much on the days before. Because Gerrard is either there and they're buoyant again, or it's away. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Villa.
Okay. Yeah, I can see your reasoning there, because you're thinking either Gerrard's sacked and they got the bounce, or they got the win against Fulham and Gerrard's there and it's like, they're a bit more...
Yeah.
Now we got the big one, mate. Leeds, Fulham. I'm scared as a Fulham fan. I'm scared for this. I'm just going to put all cards on the table. I love the big shagging whites. But I think we're going to lose. I'm up in Leeds. I'm going to be there.
What a place.
I think it's got 2-1 Leeds written all over it. I think we'll stay in the game. I might even push that to a 3-1 because we just leaked so many goals. I don't know what you.
Yeah, but we don't score. We don't score goals.
Yeah, that's true. This is true. You don't. I can't. That would be 2 Leeds, 3-1. I'm saying that Leeds are going to score 6 goals in their next 2 games. Right? No, you're right. You go, and I'm going to have a think on what you say.
I think we win 2-1 because I think Mitrovic. There's no way Mitrovic isn't scoring a header. We are.
True.
We just. Crosses are our kryptonite, and he's just phenomenal at them.
Yeah.
But I think my logic is Bamford gets the goal against Leicester, then gets a brace against you. But would you again? We're so frustrating. We could either be the Leeds against Arsenal or the Leeds that turned up against Villa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There is no.
No, I think it's smart. Like I said, I think we'll lose, but. I'm going to the away day. Away day. Away. And based off of that, I can't predict anything other than a Fulham win. So I'm going to say Fulham 3-1, Dan James hat-trick. Even though he probably can't play.
Is he allowed to play?
No.
How has Dan James done for you?
Average, and then he was pretty bad against Bournemouth. Southampton, Arsenal. I really like Arsenal. I don't know about you. I really like watching them play.
Yeah, I think they're really exciting. It's kind of like an FM. Yeah, like he signed young players, developed them, Like Ødegaard's, I love it. I think Ødegaard is my favourite player outside of Leeds, like in the Prem. I just love him.
Brilliant.
I think the way he finds space, the passes, his weight of pass is great. Yeah. But I think they lose 1-0 away at Southampton.
What?
I just think they're due a loss. Like they should have lost to us.
Yeah.
And there's no logic to it, by the way. If you're an Arsenal fan watching this, you're phenomenal. You're going to finish top 4 easy. I just think the season is so backwards that results like this happen, and there doesn't need to be any logic to it. I just think Southampton pick up a 1-0 win.
Well, I'm in a similar position. I predicted them to draw 1-1 against Leeds, and they scummed the win that they probably didn't deserve. I thought that was the game they're going to drop points. So a part of me's leaning towards, well, maybe this one. But I think they'll learn lessons from the Leeds game, and Arteta will be getting light bulbs and all sorts of things out and screaming at them and being like, you've got to wake up and go 2-0 to the Arsenal. As the famous song doesn't go. Now we move on to Wolves versus Leicester. What a thrilling encounter. Wolves have scored 5 football goals in 10 games.
That's a big amount of football goals.
It's a big amount. They're tracking for hopefully to break 20 goals this season. Terrible to watch. Really boring. Can both teams lose?
It will be 0-0. It will be a 0-0 classic. Both sets of fans boo their players off the pitch. Because the thing is, right, we're both going to be in a relegation scrap. Like, there's no way around it. I don't think these two will. I don't know what's going on. Like, I guess it gets to the point where it becomes so long that they are in one. But I just don't see it with their squads. I don't get it. Well, and obviously Wolves don't have a striker. That's probably the issue.
Well, yeah, Wolves don't have a striker or a manager right now, right? They've still got the caretaker. So everything could change for them. They're so bad, Ellis. They're just both so bad.
The issue with us doing this, we're basically predicting 2 game weeks in one.
Yeah.
So like everything for like this weekend, then like Leicester could beat us, and then they're buoyant again, and then So you never know.
You don't have enough. You don't have enough to base the second games on. Basically, yeah, you're right. Sit on a 1-1. I'd sit on a draw as well. Boring game. Wolves will somehow score because Leicester are terrible. Tottenham Hotspur versus Newcastle United. This is an exciting one. This is a hard one to call. It's not as obvious as the last. Newcastle could...
No, I'm going more towards Tottenham on this one. I think Newcastle, because they are good. They're a good top half, top 10 side.
Yeah.
But they're gonna have results that kind of yo-yo a bit.
Yeah.
I've done a roller coaster to the camera there. But I'm gonna go 2-0 Tottenham. I just think Haaland being so good has kind of shadowed how good Kane has been as well.
I agree.
And I think just he's on fire. Just if he gets injured going into the World Cup, I will have a mental breakdown.
Yeah. I'm going to say 2-1. Isaac's injured though for Newcastle actually, isn't he? So I'm going to stick with 2-1. They have Wilson. I think Wilson will grab a goal. 2-1 Tottenham. And the last game of the week, West Ham at home to Bournemouth. I'm just going to throw it out there. I think West Ham will have enough in this one. 8 o'clock kickoff. Fans should be up for it. I love that saying on this channel. So I'm going to say 2-0 West Ham.
I'm along the same lines, but I'm going for a 3-0 West Ham.
3-0.
I just think they're West Ham, like I said, I think are beginning to cook.
Yeah.
I think Scamacca is the one. I think Paqueta's beginning to look a bit more, I'm good at football-y.
Yeah. How are you not picked up by Sky or BT? I mean, that is some serious...
I think it's a joke, isn't it? It is a joke. If someone gets them all right, spot on.
Yeah.
Like, what is the reward for that? Because that's like 1,000,000 to 1 odds.
Oh, mate, I mean, especially this week, I'd say it's 5 million to 1. I don't know, I wouldn't want to say anything crazy, but I think everyone who views this video would just have to donate us like 5k each or something. I think that's probably the fairest.
I think that seems fair.
Yeah, I think, and obviously if they like the video, we'll take like 500 off, so 4.5k each. So I'd probably go ahead and like the video right now. You're saving yourself money. It's a no-brainer.
It's a good time in the global economy to be doing that as well. Like, people have got a lot of disposable cash.
Agreed. I don't like viewers on my channels unless they've got, real disposable income. Otherwise, just get out. Not interested.
Always, what's the point? Yeah.
Ellis does great football content, so you guys need to sub to him. His link is in the description. And yeah, mate, Mr. AwayDays himself, the clue's in the name. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you for having me. It's been really good fun, and hopefully I do really well. And everyone's like, oh, hang on a minute, Ellis knows football.
I mean, no pressure, but I've lost the last 3 weeks to every guest. So if you're the first to take the L, it's not looking good. Thank you, mate.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, thanks for having me on.
See you later, bro.